Have you guys ever been in the lead of the race and completely bottled it? Well, if you saw me last week, you'd know I have too. Basically, in this video, I wanted to show you guys my thought processes from the start of the race all the way to the end while I'm in the lead. So basically, I'm going to be explaining to you what I'm thinking, what actions I'm taking, and how I'm trying to maintain that position and then end up with the win. So if you're maybe someone that struggles under pressure and not really sure maybe whether you should be pushing, whether you should be maintaining, then hopefully watching this video will help you out. And if it does, please like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. All right, pit limiter off as soon as the lights go green. That's the important thing right now.
Green flag, green flag.
Decent launch. Oh yeah, gonna get compromised coming out of here. All right, we're definitely gonna be defending. Hopefully he doesn't try and make a move into Eau Rouge. I don't think he is. Alright, good. He's holding back. I don't think that was a track limit. That should have been good. Yeah, it was. Alright. Hemel straight. He's not staying in the slipstream. I think that's indicating he wants to... Yeah, okay. This guy wants to pull away. Very smart, very smart. I'm with you on that. Alright, let's work together, buddy. I'm down. Bit more fuel, obviously, compared to qualifying, so I've got to be a bit more careful. Plus, we got cold tyres. Understeering a lot there. Good run out of here. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3, we're all together. P4 has dropped off a little bit. We just want to be nice and smooth. Don't feel the pressure. Just drive at our own pace. Hopefully, we can pull away. That's the goal right now. A little bit of oversteer there. Here we're going to lift a little bit just to get the corner in nice. Now we're full throttle. Alright, 0.5. I don't think that's going to be enough for him to make a move going into the bus stop. But we're still going to keep an eye on him. Change gears midway through. I think that was a bit quicker. Yeah, still 0.5. Looking good. Oh, he made up a lot of space there. Still 0.5, alright. Alright, lap 1 done. Alright, hopefully he kind of mucks up Eau Rouge a bit, because he's going to be following me. Throttle down, tiny little lift. He did go wide there. Oh, we're going for the normal racing line. This guy's definitely not slow. Put away a lot. Unfortunately, yeah, he lost a few tenths there. I looked up at the mirror to see what happened to him, and that compromised my entry into that other corner. 1 second gap now, it's good. Oh. Alright boys, so as you saw there, I did get some oversteer. To fix it, I didn't just try and correct it like crazy. I actually let go of the brakes. So I was trade braking in, let go of the brakes, because that basically allows the car to kind of straighten itself back out. Because instead of all the weight being on the front tires, the reason you get oversteer is because weight's on the front tires, the rears are light, and then they basically have less grip, right? So you're going to lose the rears into a corner like that. So if you let go of the brakes, you basically level out the weight of the car and give a little bit more grip to the rear tires. And then you basically straighten yourself back up. 1.2 seconds away from Pacieza. Sorry for butchering that. It looks like we're pulling away from P2. P3 and P4 have definitely dropped off a bit more as well. So hopefully we can kind of maintain this. And the big thing now is, again, I'm going to see how much time I'm making him through this sector actually. Let's do this. I'm 1.3 away. 1.2. Okay, he's actually gaining time. All right, 1.2. Okay, he actually gained nearly 1.1. He gained 2/10 there. The reason why that was important is if I every lap kind of gain 2-3 tenths there, that means I can slow down in the dangerous parts. But in other words, he's keeping me honest. He's pretty much on the same pace as me right now. So that stuff up on that other lap where he lost some time was obviously a mistake on him. So we can't count on him making that mistake every lap. Oh, it's not going to turn. Let off the throttle a little bit just to get them more rotation. He didn't really gain anything there either. We're still a 10th down from our PB. I'm going to get a good exit out of here. Rough, rough. He's gone off, I think. He's gone. I didn't even see it. Yeah, he has. What happened? Ah. Damn it, man. Unfortunate. That sucks for him. Alright, so now we just focus on our race. He was obviously pushing. I don't know exactly what happened, but that's kind of obviously, it's very unfortunate for him, and that would have been a really good battle, so I think he'll slowly catch me too. But you got to look at it like this. I was pushing hard too. We were both pushing. And eventually, if we're keeping each other honest like that, one of us is probably going to make a mistake. Not track limits, please? Yeah, it wasn't. So now that he's gone, I don't think P2 is going to catch us. We are going to kind of slow actually down a little bit. So we're not going to push at full beam. So let's just keep a reference. So currently he's at 3.2. And we're going to drive just maybe, let's just say then I was driving at 95%. Obviously, 95% of my actual pace. Now, I'm probably going to race at 90% because we're not going for lap times. We just want to bring this home and not get track limits. Alright, so even then driving, as you can see, I'm 3/10 down. I actually gained some time on him. Something I've also got to keep in mind now is that my tyres, they're going to start going. Let's see what they're at. 96. So I've lost 4% so far. 6/10 down on my PB, which is fine. And we're still gaining time on second place. And this is kind of how I manage being in first place. Okay, so he's basically got a 2-second gap to the guy in third, right? So he's not going to be pushing flat out either. He may be, it's definitely possible, but he knows he's probably not going to catch me. One, from probably the qualifying times, I was, I think, maybe around 6/10 quicker than him. And two, I'm still pulling away from him right now. So his goal isn't to catch me. So I need to keep that in mind as well. He knows that he's not going to catch me. So he's not going to be pushing at 100%. And he's got to gap the P3. So just like me with him, he's not going to be pushing flat out. So realistically, that might be a track limit there. No, it's not. Everyone at this point, at the front, probably first, second, third, fourth, I'm not sure. Yeah, fifth is around a second away from fourth, so they might be fighting a little bit, or pushing. But everyone within the top three is probably just maintaining their own pace and are going to be happy with their positions. Yeah, fourth and fifth, I just saw in the mini-map, they're very close to each other. So basically my goal now, and what your goal should be too, you just figure out kind of where everyone's headspace is at. And I'm happy racing at 90% to finish this race. It's also good to see he's lapping at a 221.164. My best lap's a 220.4. So if I'm going maybe around 4/10 slower than my best time, even 6/10 slower, I'm still either matching his pace or just beating it by a 10th or so. And yeah, I think I even gained a few tenths again. I think he was 3 seconds nearly behind me going out of the bus stop. Also, if you guys enjoy this type of content where I'm basically just talking about exactly what I'm doing in the race, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Obviously, coming first probably makes it a bit easier to do, but I think you can gain a lot of value in this. And obviously on top of that, I'm not the quickest driver in the world. I'm not a pro, so everything I say take with a grain of salt. I can only tell you from my experience, but it's good just to get an idea of, I feel like, what other people think and how they feel. And if you guys, you know, are thinking different things when you're in the lead or in whatever position you're in, let me know down in the comments. Broke way too late there. Big mistake. Shouldn't be doing that. So that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to be making silly mistakes like that, because all it takes is one bad mistake, one spin, and that 4-second gap that I've got right now disappears. It's that simple. Looking good. We basically, another thing to note as well is that at the moment I've pretty much got no back markers I've got to worry about. The guy coming in 21st is nearly 40 seconds away from me, so he's not something I got to worry about. Normally, I've noticed in this game I haven't really had any issues with back markers, to be honest. Everyone kind of moves out of the way, but it's always something to keep in mind where, you know, if it's... That was really wide. Sometimes, honestly, it's better not catching the back markers. If you're going to win and the bloke's 1 second in front of you, just stay behind him. You know, if you're on the last lap, back markers just in front, instead of risking an overtake, you know, when you got a gap from P2, there's no real point trying to make that move, risk maybe one of you spinning out, making a mistake, collecting each other, and then losing the win or whatever position you're in. So you've also got to keep that in mind as well. Where back markers can really help is obviously if you've got P2 right behind you, or whatever position you've got, you know, you can use them as a way to kind of slow them down, to give you a bit of space. It's kind of hard to do that if the back marker is like a good back marker where, you know, they're pulling over, giving away, doing this and doing that. But if they're, you know, if the back marker's a little bit difficult and, you know, they're not willing to just sit there and give everything up, then it can be a good tactic, that's for sure. The last lap I just did was basically a second slower than my PB. But that is completely fine. Again, P2 hasn't caught up to me, P3 isn't catching him. So my goal right now is honestly just to maintain this pace, not really take any risks, and then basically finish off the race. Lifting a bit earlier through a rouge, sorry, I can lose tenths. I don't have to worry about it. Now, there is something you do have to worry about when you do stuff like this, is that if you're in a rhythm and you're doing really well, then stay in that rhythm. You know, don't do something kind of unorthodox and then make a mistake because, you know, you're going too slow and you know, you're accelerating on a slightly different line or braking or whatever it is. But there's no harm in just taking it easy on the last lap, just to really make sure you don't make any mistakes. And you'll be surprised, even myself, and I'm sure you guys have done it too, where, you know, everything is completely fine, and on the last lap you decide, oh, let me try and get a quicker lap time, and then you bottle it. So it's just about kind of being realistic that, you know, you're in the position that you're in, just being patient and just getting it to the checkered flag, pretty much. Interesting race, especially the start of it. Obviously was a bit of managing, but to come away P1, I hope you guys learned something from this, to be completely honest with you. A different style of video, but if you guys enjoyed this, please let me know down in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, hit that little bell button if you want to see more of this. And yeah, there you go, winner. Let's check out our results. First place, qualified first, finished first. Let's see where we ended up. I want to see the rank breakdown. Safety rank nearly at 1, and we're at silver 1. Ah, so bronze 3 is actually the higher of... I thought I had to go from 3, 2, and then 1, but obviously bronze 3 gets us to 1. Awesome. Silver 1, really good race. No issues on safety rank. I think I was at halfway. Again, if you guys saw my previous episode, I pretty much lost. I was pretty much nearly at upgrading my safety rank, and then I ended up losing it all. But if you guys enjoyed this video, it'd be greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe and hit that little bell button so you get notified whenever I upload. I hope you learned a lot. This was just me kind of talking through the race and really trying to give you guys as much information as what I'm thinking when I'm in front. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. See you later, guys.